What if you could tell AI, find potential clients, and it works 24/7? Meet Google's new Gemini Spark. But n8n already builds powerful workflows, so which one wins? Because Google's new Gemini Spark can actually work on these tasks for you, even while you're doing something else, automatically. But here's the interesting part. n8n has been solving automation problems from a completely different direction. Automatically? So today, we're going to test them across real automation scenarios and find out which one actually deserves your time. First, Gemini Spark isn't simply another chatbot. Google positions it as a personal AI agent. You give it a goal, and Spark can break that goal into multiple steps and find out which one actually deserves your time. Instead of simply telling an AI what you want, you can visually build the entire process yourself. It is that easy. You decide the trigger, the logic, the data, the AI model, and exactly what happens after every step. And that's the fundamental difference. Spark tries to handle the task, while n8n lets you engineer the process. Convenience versus control. Let's stop talking about features and test both with a real business automation, while n8n lets you engineer the process. Let's see which one is truly better. Imagine you're running an AI agency, and every new client inquiry arrives through email. Handling these manually takes valuable time. Let's automate this entire process. You want the system to understand the email, extract the client details, and update your lead tracker. This way, no potential lead slips through the cracks. Then create a drive folder for that client that a new lead is ready. Imagine this. With Spark, you can describe that goal conversationally and let the agent work through the task. That's where Spark feels almost magical. You focus on the outcome instead of designing every individual automation step. With n8n, you'd normally build that workflow yourself, starting with the trigger. Then you could send the email into an AI agent, extract the important information, and validate the result.
After that, you could add conditions, update your database, create the folder, and send your notification.
That takes more effort, but it gives you something Spark doesn't emphasize in the same way: precise control. Now here's where this comparison gets really interesting. Both can be used to build AI-powered workflows. Spark is designed around an autonomous agent that can take action under your direction. n8n takes a more engineering-focused approach. It combines agents with tools and logic, as well as code, approvals, and workflows. This gives you much more control. So if your priority is letting AI figure out the process, Spark is extremely compelling. But if you need predictable behavior and explicit control over every stage, n8n becomes much more attractive. Now let's talk integrations, because this is where n8n has a serious advantage. n8n lists many integrations, covering productivity, databases, and communication. It includes AI, marketing, and developer tools. Let's check them out. Spark, meanwhile, is deeply integrated with Google's ecosystem, and Google is also adding support for custom connected apps through MCP. So if your entire workflow lives inside Google, then Google Spark makes a lot of sense. But if your stack includes dozens of different services, APIs, and databases, n8n gives you a much bigger playground. And this is where Spark wins easily. You don't need to understand nodes, APIs, triggers, or workflow expressions. You can describe the outcome in normal language and let the agent handle the complexity behind it. Spark supports conversational scheduling and recurring tasks. You can describe exactly why developers may prefer n8n. You can inspect, modify, and control the workflow, instead of trusting the agent blindly. n8n also supports code, steps, AI agents, and self-hosting, which gives technical teams significantly more control. n8n also supports Spark is trying to make automation invisible. n8n is trying to make automation understandable and configurable. But there's one important catch with Spark. Access depends on your Google AI plan, account type, country, and rollout status. But don't choose Spark just because it looks impressive. First, check whether you actually have access and whether it fits your workflow. So, which one should you choose? For simplicity and Google-heavy workflows, I'd pick Gemini Spark. But for developers, complex automation, and maximum control, n8n is still my pick. They're not really replacing each other yet. That's for all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe and comment your thoughts on this video.